Expand your mind and enrich your world. It's time for another outstanding podcast from ICRT. This is Taiwan Talk.
This is Taiwan Talk on ICRT.
As the world gears up for the 22nd Winter Olympics in Sochi, Russia, Taiwan's athletes are busy themselves training for their events. Taiwan will be sending over 3 competitors this year. They'll be competing in speed skating, short track speed skating, and the luge events. Later on the show today, we're going to speak to one of those athletes, but first, we're going to hear from Jacqueline Shen. She's the Deputy Secretary General of Chinese Taipei's Olympic Committee. I joined her at the Olympic Committee's offices in Taipei so that she could introduce some of the athletes and give us a preview of what to expect when the Games begin this Saturday.
All right, up first, let's take a look at 21-year-old Mackenzie Blackburn, who will be competing in the short track speed skating event, both the 500-meter and the 1,000-meter. So he's kind of interesting because he was born in Canada, but he's been competing for Taiwan since 2008. So what should our listeners know about Mackenzie Blackburn?
Okay, Mackenzie is 21-year-old, and his father is Canadian and his mother is from Taiwan. He has been training with the Canadian team, but his mother really wanted him to represent Taiwan. And so in 2008, the skating union really embraced the idea and we welcomed him on board.
All right, and what has his record been like?
Well, he did pretty well in the 2013 World Cup in Moscow, which took place on November 17, and he ranked number 41 in the 1,000-meter men's single short track, and he ranked 13 in the men's 500-meter short track event. So these are pretty good records, and I think his world ranking is somewhere between, like, for 1,000 meter is around 19, and for 500 meter he ranks 28, something around that.
All right, and next let's take a look at Song Qingyang. He's also a 21-year-old, speed skating as well, but not the short track speed skating, the normal speed skating where the rink is a little bit larger. He'll be competing in the 500 meter and the 1,000 meter. So what should we know about Song Qingyang?
Yeah, he's the pride of our skating union, and he was trained by a local church. He was discovered and trained by a local church, Mr. Dai, but then he is currently under training in Germany and under the assistance of a German coach. And he's been doing very, very well, and he has this boy has such a strong will to triumph. You know, he does much, much better. Do you know that he was an inline speed skater before? He was not an ice skater before.
That's right. He only switched about 2 years ago. Is that right?
Right. And then after he switched to speed skating, we have to look at his speed skating records. And in 2013, he competed in the Winter Universiade in Trentino, and his event was men's long track speed skating. And you know what he got? For a beginner in ice skating, he did pretty well. He got in the 1,000 meter event, he received a bronze medal.
Wow, so already an impressive record going into the Winter Olympics. And anything else that you want our listeners to know about what they should expect from Taiwan in Sochi?
Well, if you hinge your hopes on medal winning, perhaps your hopes are set up too high. But we are very, very happy that we have our entries and participation in winter sports, which is not easy for a tropical place like Taiwan. And the fact that we have 3 athletes in there, makes us very, very excited. We really thank these athletes for their tireless efforts, for just getting themselves by obtaining the tickets into this most prestigious arena. Any athlete would dream of becoming an Olympian, and congratulate them for just being there.
That was the Deputy Secretary General of Chinese Taipei's Olympic Committee, Jacqueline Shen. And now we speak to 20-year-old Lian. He'll be competing in the men's singles luge event. No newcomer to Olympic events, he finished 20th at the 2012 Youth Olympic Winter Games in Innsbruck, Austria. During a recent phone interview, I asked him what attracted him to the luge event.
Because it has really high speed, because I really like more speeding, so I choose this sport, and I really, really love it.
Okay, I mean, it's kind of a dangerous sport. Do you enjoy the danger, or is it terrifying?
I enjoy the speed. No dangerous. I'm not fear.
You're not afraid. All right.
Yeah.
What is your practice schedule like? How often are you practicing, and what are you doing to practice?
Because Taiwan is no place for training, so every half a year I going another country to training because they have a lot of track for training. We have other country coach. They will teach me how to slide, how to work. Yeah, so I'm how much like this sport.
How often do you practice? Do you practice every day?
Yes.
How
every day, 3 hours in a truck.
So you go down the hill 3 times every day?
Yes.
Aside from going down the hill, are there any other ways that you practice?
I training every day, running and power training, very early sleep.
So you go to bed early every night. How early?
In 9 o'clock.
Oh, 9 o'clock. Wow, that is early. So what do you think the hardest part about doing luge is?
My weight. My weight is not heavy. Yeah. So
really?
I need to eat a lot of food, but always not enough. A lot of people, a lot of my friends and coach tell me about this. Because if I have so many pressure, and I will lose my weight.
Well, the Olympics are just a little bit more than a week away. They're very soon. How are you feeling right now?
I'm so excited. I cannot sleep, and my family is really proud of me because I qualified for Olympic.
What do you think you're going to do when you go to Sochi? What are you looking forward to most in Sochi?
Maybe opening.
The opening ceremonies.
Yes, because I want to be flag bearer, so I'm really excited. And I want to take a lot of pictures.
Is there anything you would like to say to all the people in Taiwan who will be cheering for you?
I will do my best. Thank you, everybody, my family, my coach, everything. Before helping me, people. I want to say thank you because if without them, I don't have today. So I want to thank you. Just thank you for them.
All right. Well, Lian An, thank you so much for speaking with us, and best of luck in Sochi.
Yeah, thank you.
The Sochi Olympic Games is scheduled to kick off on February 7th and run until the 24th. Local viewers can tune in to the Elta Sports Channel on Zhonghua Telecom's Movie on Demand. The channel will broadcast events live when Taiwanese athletes are competing. Thanks for listening to Taiwan Talk. You can find episodes of this program online on iTunes and the ICRT website. For ICRT, I'm Keith Menconi.